Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, guys. I just got done doing this really pretty, beautiful, bold, kind of tropical, carnival kind of look. I used my new Morphe palette. We're gonna dive into that. This is gonna be a haul video. Guys, I can't help myself. I continue to spend money, even though I tell myself not to. I am not sure what to do about it. I know one answer could be to learn some self-control. But I don't want to. I really love makeup so much. So we're going to go through some more palettes that I bought. I'm addicted and I love it. I'm not going to feel bad about it at all. I really enjoy it. And guys, I get them always on sale. I always get them for the lowest price I can possibly find. And yeah, they're so good. Let's go. We'll go through the Moira first. So this will be the Moira anniversary haul part 2, and then we'll dive into the Morphe stuff that I got. So this Moira stuff I ordered 2 or 3 weeks ago. This was supposed to be a Moira Colourpop haul, but one of my packages unfortunately ended up getting sent back. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just waiting to hear back from Colourpop. Until then, I have the first part of my Colourpop order, and then I have the second part of my Moira, and then I have a Morphe order just to kind of round things off. We'll go through the Moira first. I got a couple of these really cool loose control pigments. Now on my first order, if I can find it. On my first order, I got this one. It was called Coraline. I love that they come in this cute little packaging. It's kind of see-through plastic box, but this is what they look like. Really adorable ice cube looking packaging with the holographic Moira on the top. So cute. This is the shade Coraline. It's really a beautiful peachy shimmer. I love it so much. It's just so beautiful. It's kind of like the perfect peach shimmer. It's opaque enough that you could probably use it as either an inner corner highlight or all over the lid. But it's sheer enough that you could use it as a topper over something else as well. It's really beautiful, and I think this color is nicely versatile. The ones that I got in the package today, I ordered 4 more. So this is the color, let's see, this is the color Time Lapse. This is a really beautiful purple shimmer. They're all shimmers. This is a really beautiful kind of like dark purple kind of duochrome. Really beautiful. Again, this could either stand on its own or be a really beautiful topper. I could just see this over like a really beautiful mauve or even a gray would be absolutely gorgeous. It is so pretty. I love the packaging. These were $2.50 a piece. Really good deal. I think full price they are $6. This is the shade Smitten. This one I thought was really cool. This is a really beautiful kind of like green. Really beautiful. This is kind of like a duochrome. It's kind of got like a blue shift to it. Kind of like, I don't know, it's like mermaid meets grunge. It's really beautiful. This is probably this one and the peach one are my 2 favorites as of right now. I got 2 more. So I have another purple-ish one. This is the shade On the Run. Trying to be really careful getting them out because knowing me, I will spill them everywhere. This is a really beautiful, this is like holographic blue, purple, silver. Really gorgeous. I can just see this all over the lid. Oh, so pretty. The next one we have is, this is the shade Carry On. This is more of like a blue. It's really beautiful blue shimmer. Look at that. It's like blue, green, gold. So, so gorgeous. They had all kinds of shades to choose from. I tried to stick to a theme and colors that I'm really trying to push myself to use more often. I really just got the peach because I thought the peach was gorgeous. Peach is absolutely one of my favorite colors to put on my eye, and I'm telling you, these this camera is not doing these shades justice. They are well and truly absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to use these. I am so, so excited. I also got a glitter. I actually used this in my video today. This is the shade Bait. This is a loose control glitter. You guys can see that. It is the most beautiful gold mint green sparkly glitter. I actually have it on my lash line. It's so, so beautiful. That's what it looks like. It just looks like crushed emeralds to me. It is just the most gorgeous thing. I am so in love with it. And again, the packaging is absolutely adorable. They look so cute, kind of like sitting out displayed. Love it so, so much. The next things I got were, I got more palettes because you guys know I'm well and truly addicted. Not much more I can say about it other than I am addicted. So I got the Moira Live in the Moment. I love the bright pink packaging. Again, the sleeve mirrors the actual packaging. The back is this really beautiful purple color. You open it up. You have a nice sized mirror, and then this is your color story. Again, this is pretty much a neutral color story, but I really liked the pops of colors that they added to this one. This gold, this kind of like rose gold champagne is really, really gorgeous. This purple is this kind of like a lilac-y lavender, almost pastel, but not quite. Really beautiful shade. And then this blue shimmer is just, I will swatch this blue shimmer for you just because it is so, so gorgeous. It is the shiniest. It's really, really opaque. Like you can't really see through it. It is so gorgeous. It's just this icy blue that is just stunning. I can't wait to use that on my eye. Here's this really pretty purple metallic. I want to swatch these two next to each other. I just feel like they'd be so gorgeous together. So beautiful. Her shimmers are almost, they're like wet. Her shimmer formula is so, so gorgeous. This is that really beautiful kind of like lilac purple shade. So pretty. Purples are really hard to do, and it just seems like she nails it every single time. I wanted to do this rose gold as well. Her shimmers just really, really impress me. It just looks like melted metal. So, so gorgeous. I would akin these to like a foiled formula, like because they've got that wet, almost chunky metallic, but then they just blend out so beautifully, and they're such like high shine shadows. Really, really gorgeous. That was the Live in the Moment. The next one I got was the Sandcastles in the Sky palette. This one is so pretty. This one's just a really colorful palette. So gorgy. This one is like blues and greens and purples. I absolutely adore the color story. I love that you've got, I just love that you've got like this Plans shade. I'm just so absolutely in love with. It's like this holographic frosty like grape shade. It's so, so gorgeous. I cannot wait to use this one. I also wanted to show you this really bright blue shimmer. She's got a really bright blue one in here, and see how different it is to this icy one. Like this one is more of like a blueberry blue. Just really, really absolutely gorgeous. This New Possibilities is kind of like a blue green, almost moss. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like kind of like a blue-green, metallic sky color. My camera's unfortunately not doing them justice, but so, so beautiful. I am barely pressing into these shadows as well, and they're just coming out like crazy. This is a matte blue. This is called Never Too Late. Again, her matte formula is so pigmented. They're so soft and so velvety. They're not even buttery. They're just velvety. You just put your finger in there and it just is so soft. Let's do this really beautiful kind of like pinky shade. So gorgeous. I love that bright pop of pink in with all of those like cooler blue tones. So, so gorgeous. I cannot wait to use this palette. I feel like this one will be a very interesting one, and I will get some very interesting looks out of this palette. I've really been feeling blue lately, which kind of leads us into the next palette. This is you're very cute. So cute. I love her palette names. I love her shade names. I love her packaging. It's simplistic yet feminine and cutesy at the same time. I really just adore it. Her palettes are so well made. They're so heavy. They're very, very sturdy. Now, when you see this palette, it's going to blow your mind. You get a nice sized mirror. But this color story, I just had to have. I just felt like the purples in here were so stunning. I love that she put so much depth in this palette as well. I love that your transition shades are nice and big over here because that's what you end up using the most of. And then you've got this really bright pink followed by these really beautiful, you've got mid-tones, you've got darker colors, you've got nice transition shades, you've got contrast, you've got depth, you've got everything in this palette. This is a matte heavy palette, which I so love. But I really wanted to show you this like deep blue color. This is called Berry Cool. It's like this velvet matte like midnight blue. Look how that swatches. Look how that swatches. It's blue with a purple undertone. It is so gorgeous. I cannot wait to do a smoky eye with this color. I just know that it's going to be extraordinary. I just cannot wait for it. This really beautiful kind of like magenta-y purple, I think is just going to be absolutely gorgeous on the eye. Do this one all over the lid and then smoke it out with this color, and I think it would just be absolutely stunning. You've got this kind of like deeper purple here. Which I think contrasts. This has more of like a blue undertone, where this one is blue undertone as well, but this one is more pinky and this one is more purple. Really, really beautiful. Then you've got this bright pink in here to kind of help set everything off. Really light, but still there, still contrast. So gorgeous. And then you've even got like a really beautiful deep like forest teal in here. I would say green, but it's not quite green. There's a blue undertone there. It looks very much like teal, but it's a very dark, deep teal. That's so gorgeous. I think those colors together are so stunning. I do want to do the one purple shimmer in this palette is called Yours. A really beautiful kind of like, oh, is that just not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? I even think this color and this deep kind of royal blueberry color would be absolutely stunning together. I just cannot wait to play with these. And then, of course, she throws some neutrals in here, some neutral browns. You've got some nice cool tone browns here. You've got a really dark kind of like, it's not black, it's more of like a charcoal color, like a charcoal gray brown color. So beautiful. You've got a kind of like a shimmer gold peach here, just to kind of offset and complement everything. A really beautiful palette. I really think the way that she lays her palettes out is just so thoughtful. I really just don't think that there's anything missing from this palette. It's so beautiful. Now, I can't say that 100% because I haven't played with it yet. But just looking at it, it's so impressive. It is so impressive. And to get these palettes and the quality of the shadows for $5 a piece was just mind-blowing to me. And I feel so lucky that I was able to do that. The last thing that I got on my second Moira order was some of her Aqua liquid highlighters. Now, I got 2 of them. This one is in the shade 03 Bubbly Champagne. I have swatched these. I haven't actually played with them yet. I was waiting to do that in a video, but the packaging, really kind of cute. These were $3 a piece on sale. I don't remember what they are like normal retail. But $3 was a great price for me. You get a nice big bottle. There is 0.76676, so a little over a half a fluid ounce, which is not bad for $3, and especially when a little bit of this goes quite a long way. I have no swatching room left, so I have to clean off just a little bit. That blue does not want to go anywhere, which is totally fine. It lets me know that once I put it on my eye, it's going to stay there. And that's always a good thing. But this was the shade Bubbly Champagne. This is kind of like it says, a golden champagne color. But look how blinding that is. Like, I might just put a little bit of it on top of the highlighter that I have on already. Can we see that? Is that not completely icy and so glowy? Really beautiful. I love the color. And the good thing about this is it sets down. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, I am rubbing on it and it's not going anywhere. It sets down completely, which is so awesome. And I think it is completely blinding. I'll have to play with it on a day where I don't already have highlighter on, but from just that little bit I put on, I can see it in my mirror. It looks really beautiful. I actually even put that on top of a little bit of powder, and it didn't take up anything underneath it, which is really nice. I'm really enjoying that. I can't wait to play with this and really have some fun with it. The next shade I got was Dewy Gold. This one again is just a really light. This one is even lighter than the Bubbly Champagne. That's what that looks like. So this is the champagne. This is a little bit icier, I would say, whereas this one is more yellow and golden. But so beautiful nonetheless. Really beautiful highlighter. I really like the texture as well. It's super creamy, but then you rub it in and it really like dries down and it sets itself and it doesn't go anywhere. I'm really into that. This champagne color is probably my favorite, and I'll probably use this one this winter just because I feel like it'll go with my skin tone better. But this one is definitely a really beautiful summer shade. I feel like when I have a tan, just a little bit of a tan, I feel like this will look gorgeous on me. Such a good find. Yeah, the packaging is really cute too. Very simplistic. It's just a little squeezy bottle, but that's really all you need. And for $3, I am totally not going to complain. So that was the rest of my second Moira order. Really happy with everything that I got. I can't wait till they have their next sale. They just dropped a couple of new things that I really want to pick up. So I can't wait to do that. I am on a no buy for a little bit though. My husband has laid down the law. I am not allowed to buy anything else. I completely agree. I cannot fault him for laying down the law at all. Not that he really lays down the law, but he said, baby, please don't spend any more money. I said, okay. I totally will not. I really have got to stay away from my emails, and especially that promotions folder. It gets me every single time. The next thing we're going to move into is some of the Colourpop stuff I got. Now, I am so upset that my second order got sent back. I really am so heartbroken about it. I know that there's nothing I can do about it at this moment in time, but that doesn't stop me from being sad about it. I did get my second order, which I am very happy about. I liked a lot of the stuff that I got in this order, but the big stuff I got was in the first one, the box that got sent back. So hopefully I'll be able to get that taken care of, and I'll be able to get that package returned to me at some point in the very near future. This one was not as big, anywhere near as big as my first order was. This order, I only spent about $20, $30. So there's not a bunch to show you, but I will show you what I did get. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is I got some of the Soul Shimmering dry oils. I've always wanted to try these. These are so glittery. They smell delicious, but they are very, very glittery and very, very oily. I'm not going to play with these too awful much. I am going to show them to you and kind of like swatch them just a little bit, but they are an oil and they come out very, very liquidy. So just letting you know, they basically are oil with like glitter and pigment suspended in it. I mean, really, really beautiful, and they do look great on the skin if you like glitter. If you are not a glitter person, these are not for you, because this is basically glitter and oil. I wasn't sure what to expect when I ordered them. I wasn't expecting this, honestly. I was expecting something more like the L'Oreal Beach Bay, something more of like a body cream that's got like a little bit of bronze and shimmer in it. I was not expecting glitter and oil. I'm not to say that these are bad, just not what I was expecting. They are very beautiful rubbed on the skin though. This one I believe is platinum. So this is just a really, really pale, like icy. It's got a slight yellow tint to it, but for the most part, it's just like a white glitter. This is what they look like when you squirt them out of the bottle. It is definitely like an oil, but it is glitter. They do absorb pretty quickly. They smell delicious. It's like fruity coconut goodness. It reminds me of being like, suntan oil or like suntan lotion. Really, really beautiful, nice and shimmery. My camera is not going to pick up the glitter. This one is not the glitteriest. The glitter in here is very, very pale. It's like a very pale silver glitter. So my camera's not quite going to pick it up the way that it looks in real life. But this is a very beautiful, smell good oil. The next one I have, I believe, is this is Paloma. So this is more of like a pinky peach one. Really, really beautiful as well. This one is very glittery. I'm running out of space. Again, a very, very liquidy consistency. This one is super glittery. I don't know if y'all can see the glitter in there, but it really is quite beautiful. It has the same smell. They're all scented the same way. This one is more of like a peachy, pinky glitter. Really, really beautiful. There's not any pigment in there. I do feel like this would be great. This is kind of perfect to wear in the summer because it just gives your body that shine. Oh, you can see the glitter in it now. Like that is glitter, glitter, glitter. I wonder, oh, this is dry just a little bit more. Now you can see the glitter a bit more. This one, I feel like, I don't know. There's definitely a little bit of pigment in there. I'm not sure how to feel about it. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. We'll just have to wait and see next summer when it'll be appropriate to wear again. But you know, I don't really let those kinds of rules govern me. And I burn up 90% of the time anyway. So a lot of the time I wear dresses all winter long. So I might just put a little bit of this on my décolleté area and just kind of like glow for the gods. I really like this one. This one is my favorite so far. The last one I have is Lemon Drop. This one is very, very much like Platinum. I'm not going to swatch this one, but this one is just like Platinum, except it has more gold in it than silver. It still has silver, but there's gold in there as well. And then there's a slight pink tint to it as well. Really, really beautiful. This is kind of like a gold, very light pink. Really beautiful. But I do have to say that the Paloma is my favorite one. And they do all smell exactly the same. These are just the mini ones, I believe. These are the Shimmering Dry Oils. Maybe they're not minis. Maybe they're the full-size ones. That's what the packaging looks like. This is the Lemon Drop one. Cute, kind of basic packaging. Kind of adorable. The next thing I got was a cream shadow. This is what it looks like. Really kind of cute packaging as well. It's just a little glass jar. This is in the shade Moonbeam. It's just a kind of like a mid-tone brown. Not like really deep, but a really pretty mid-tone brown. I will say this kind of feels a little dried out. But when I swatch it, it just looks like a really rich, deep brown color. I'm not sure what I would use this for. I know I paid $4 for this, and if I regret purchasing anything in this package, it would be this. I just don't know what I would use it for. It's very dry and almost kind of crumbly, and then it sets so quick and doesn't budge. I don't know what the intended purpose for this is. I mean, I'm sure you could like one and done it all over your eye. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to play with it and really figure it out. Really figure out what I want to use it for. I have oil everywhere. I have oil all over my desk now. The last thing I got is this Jelly Much shadow. Really, really cute packaging. This is in the shade Desert Days. This is probably like the prettiest freaking color you've ever seen. You open it up and you've got your little tab in here. The texture of this is what it looks like on the inside. Really beautiful, kind of metallic, pinky, I want to say like a pinky bronze color. Really, really gorgeous. The texture is like, it's jelly, but it's like a mousse too. It's more like a mousse than it is a jelly, but it's really beautiful. It's just like, it's kind of like sheer almost, but there's like all kinds of like glitter and sparkle in there. I could see like using this maybe as kind of like an eye gloss. Of course, this is like one of those one and done things. I would just kind of put this all over my eye if I'm like running late or in a hurry. I don't know. I'm not sure. I got it because I was super curious. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. It's not really showing up the way that I wish it was. It is nowhere near as intense swatched as it is in the actual pan. In the actual pan, it's this gorgeous pink bronze color. But on the eye, it's just a very light, very shimmery, glittery wash of color. Really beautiful. I'm interested in seeing how this works, and I'm interested in playing with it and kind of figuring it out. I also got a couple of palettes. They had a bundle, and it had the Baby Got Peach, it had the Mint to Be, and then it had Lilac You a Lot. Now, I already have this palette, so this is going to be a giveaway very, very soon. So please stay tuned for that. I will be giving this brand new. I haven't even swatched it. I haven't taken it out of the packaging. Nothing. I am going to set it aside and not play with it, not touch it, leave it alone until we do our giveaway. That'll be coming up very, very shortly. So please keep an eye out for that. We're just going to leave this alone. But I was excited to get the Mint to Be palette. I've wanted this one. I have the Lilac You a Lot. I have a lot of the monochrome ones. I have the Ooh La La. I have the red one. I have a bunch of them. I will be doing a Colourpop video very soon. But again, you guys know it's really cute plastic packaging. It's what it looks like. Real glossy. Mint to Be. You've got the shade names on the back. You open it up, you've got a really nice sized mirror, and then these are your shades. I'm so in love with this. I cannot wait to play with this and kind of mix and match it. I kind of feel like mixing this with some deeper, richer browns for fall will be really, really kind of cool and kind of a new take on fall makeup. So I'm excited to play with that as well. But this kind of screams spring to me, and I believe that's when it was released, was springtime. This is 100% a spring palette, but I just think it's so pretty. This is pretty shimmer heavy. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers and 5 mattes. So I guess it has more mattes than it does shimmers. The shimmers are really, really pretty. I love the Colourpop shimmer formula. I know a lot of times it can be hit or miss. Sometimes they're great and sometimes they're kind of eh. This matte formula seems really nice. Sometimes they're, see, that shade is just beautiful. That was Seltzer. Really, really beautiful. This shimmer is Play It Cool. Really beautiful, kind of like icy, slightly mint silver. Really, really beautiful. So you've got a darker, this is Chill Factor. This is like a darker green. So I like that you've got some real depth in here. And then you've got this really beautiful mid-tone matte green. That's beautiful. It's got more blue in it. I think this is closer to a teal. Really, really beautiful color story. Can't wait to play with this one. The next one is Baby Got Peach. Now, I have wanted this palette since I saw it. And this is basically, this and Meant to Be are the reason I bought this bundle. Baby Got Peach. I love a good peach eye. I feel like it is appropriate for all seasons. Peach is just such a flattering color for so many different skin tones. This is what the color story looks like. There is a pressed glitter in here. You guys, very, very chunky pressed glitter. You guys know how I feel about pressed glitter. Not my fave, but we will work with it. They do come in handy. Let's see. Wow. It's actually a really nice pressed glitter. It's sticking pretty well. Oh, well, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. I really, really like that. Of course, pressed glitters are not my fave, but that's a really, really pretty one. It's actually sticking really nicely to my lids. That's gorgeous. Love that. And then the color story. You've got some really like dusty peaches over here. You've got some a brighter one in the middle. You've got a really pretty light toned peach shimmer. I like, see, the only thing about it is I know that these look very different on camera, but in real life, these are so similar. This one is just maybe a half a shade darker than this one. This is the only thing, the only problem I have with some of the Colourpop monochromatic palettes is just they're kind of repetitive. Like, and I know there's only so much you can do with peach, but they just look so similar on the eye. I just feel like there's something else you could have put there. I'm not griping too hard. I've wanted this palette for quite a while, and I'm so happy to finally have it. So that is Perky. This one is Darlin. This one is Occur. Really pretty, but see, these two shades are so similar. I feel like on the eye they'll be almost indistinguishable. This one is Centerfold. Ooh, risque. Really beautiful, bright peach, almost coral. Super gorgeous. And then here's this really bright peach shimmer. This is called Get Even. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Really, really beautiful. Their monochromatic palettes are, they're so pretty. I love the packaging. I love this plastic packaging. It feels nice and heavy. It's nice and sturdy. I'm so happy to finally have these in my collection. Please pray that my other package comes back to me and usable condition. It's been across the country 4 times. And then it'll have to do it in just one more. So that's 5 times across the country. I'm hoping that it can handle it. That is it. Empty box. That is it for the Colourpop order. The last order that we're going to go through is my Morphe order. Now, I've never ordered from Morphe before, and I was really excited to do so. They had like a 50% off sale on a lot of things. So I kind of just dove in and got whatever was cheapest. I really didn't have like a strategy in mind. I just kind of wanted to get like different things so I could try the formula across the board. I'm super excited and super pleased with what I got. I will start with the smaller palettes and then work up to the bigger ones. So the first one I got was Hot for Hue. This is the packaging that it came in, and then this is the actual palette, but it came in a bubble wrap sleeve, which was really nice, and the bubble wrap was inside of the cardboard packaging, so I feel like it kept it really nice and sturdy and safe. Everything arrived damage free, which I was super happy about. I was worried. A lot of the time I get damaged things just because I'm so far away from everyone and everything that's really relevant. Packages usually have a hard time getting to me, but this one actually, this whole package arrived mint condition. So happy about this. First of all, I love the packaging. I love the color. I love the kind of glossy artist kind of brush strokes they've got on it. Really beautiful. I know that's an M, but so pretty. Love the hot pink. I even love they've got like the writing in orange. It's just very visually appealing. And then this is the actual package. Really beautiful. Again, I love the 2 colors together. This is, again, the Hot for Hue. So this is the front, and then on the back, you've got all of the shade names. You open it up, you've got a really nice sized mirror. Just for comparison, this is the Morphe palette, and this is the Colourpop palette. Now, I know a lot of people say these are very similar. The Morphe one is bigger, but I will say that the Colourpop is heavier. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's just where we're at. And then you open her up, and you have this really beautiful color story. I love it. So it's pink and orange and yellow. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. So your 3 shimmers are here. I feel like these are really beautiful highlight shades or lid shades. I love all of these matte shades. I haven't swatched any of these yet, so we can do it together. I'm so excited. I got 2 of the smaller palettes, 2 of the medium palettes, and 1 of the big ones. I really am in love with the larger palette that I used on my eyes today. So beautiful. Let's go right into this really kind of primary red color. I mean, the pigmentation is there. I mean, I barely pressed into that pan, and that is an absolutely beautiful swatch. There's no patchiness there. It feels really nice and smooth. That's really beautiful. The next shade we'll go into is this really bright orange. It's almost like a hot orange. Again, really beautiful, very impressive. Let's go into the hot pink. That is beautiful as well. Richly pigmented. So pretty. I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. I cannot wait. Let's do this yellow though. If this yellow, I would say that this is more of like a chartreuse leaning yellow. It's kind of got that like green kind of electric undertone to it. And again, that's super impressive. That is way pigmented. It very much is like a green undertone to it, almost like a toxic sludge color. So gorgeous. Cannot wait to play with this palette. Let's do one of the shimmers. Let's go into this really pretty pink shimmer. The shimmers do seem a bit more powdery than the mattes do. The mattes seemed much more velvety. The shimmer is a bit more powdery, but still really beautiful. I feel like this is the kind of shimmer I would definitely have to get wet to work. I'm used to like in the Moira palettes, the shimmers are a lot wetter, and they just kind of like glide onto the eye. This has more of like a powdery finish to it. Really, really pretty, but I just feel like definitely to get the most out of this shimmer, you'd have to use it wet, which is totally okay. So that was Morphe Hot for Hue. The next one I have is the Morphe Melon Pop palette. This was the packaging, so cute. Just reminds me of like a hot summer day and popsicles and a cold, like cool slice of watermelon. Oh, so, so good. I love the packaging. It just brings all kind of nostalgia back for me. The actual palette, again, nice solid plastic packaging. Very, very cute. I love the color story. Just again, very visually appealing. It's raised. It's kind of like beveled. I don't know. It's raised. You can feel the lettering. It just feels, it kind of feels pricey. It feels like I treated myself to an expensive palette. And really I only paid $4 for this. So, steal. Really, really happy with it. Again, you have the shade names on the back. You open it up. I will say that I don't like that they don't open all the way. Like that's as far as it opens. And I really like to kind of like hold my palette flat. And when you lay them down, they almost kind of want to tip over. So not crazy about the packaging design, like functionality of it, but it's really, really cute. Again, I'm super into this color story. You've got nice depth here. You've got some dark shades, you've got a couple of really light shades, and then you've got your midtones. This is really, really pretty. I will say this one is still not, it's not shimmer heavy, but there are 4 shimmers in this one, whereas the last one there were only 3. I am drawn to this really beautiful kind of like teal shimmer. This formula actually seems much wetter than the formula in the other one, and it swatches, oh wow. Oh wow, that looks like a true metallic swatch. That's absolutely gorgeous. If I wasn't excited before, I certainly am now. That is a beautiful, beautiful swatch. Beautiful color. The next one I'm going to go into, let's see if all the shimmers are like that. Let's go into this kind of like green shimmer. This one does not feel, yeah, it's not the same formula. This one is much like the one in the last palette, much drier and kind of almost, I don't want to say lackluster because it's still very, very pretty, but I do feel like you need to get this one wet in order for it to really shine. Let's go into, let's compare this red to the one from the other palette and see how they compare. Oh, see, this one is much darker, and this one I would say has more of a pink undertone to it. Still both very beautiful reds, but this one I would say is more of like a true primary red, and this one is more pinky. They look very, very similar in the pan, but swatched, you can definitely tell the difference. Let's go into this pink and see how it compares to the other one. Now, I will say that the pinks are indeed very, very similar. I will say that this one is more red, where this one has more of a blue undertone. But other than that, they are still very, very similar. Let's go into this really deep, like charcoal color. I won't say that this is black. It's more of like a charcoal. Oh, but again, that swatch is really, really beautiful. That is a really, really pretty color. Definitely not a true black. It's definitely gray, but it's a very, very dark charcoal gray. And I feel like it'll work really well with all these bright colors. I'm excited to play with these palettes and see what I come up with. Really, really beautiful. Very, very happy to have these in my collection. The next one I got is the 18H Sweet on Hue palette. I just think the packaging, the unicarton, is so pretty. Very, very girly, very like, very dreamy, almost romantic. Really, really pretty. I love the colors, pink and purple. So pretty. Open it up. This is what the packaging looks like. Again, looks like the unicarton. Really beautiful, very girly, kind of dreamy, romantic. I love it so much. This one is cardboard, but I love good cardboard packaging. I really feel like they're easier to handle. take the plastic out. You get a nice sized mirror. It's nice and sturdy. It feels well made. And this is our color story. This is basically a pink and purple color story. I am so here for this. I cannot wait to play with this. I feel like this is very spring, but also if you added like a couple of deep browns and maybe a couple of rust colors, you could make this a fall palette as well. Really, really beautiful kind of pastel palette. I do want to dip into the shimmer in here. See, this one feels like it's promising. This one feels much wetter than these two. And again, it's much more metallic. It's got more of a sheen to it. That's really pretty. That was the color Ginger Snap. Let's go into this really beautiful kind of deep purple. This is called I'm Dessert. Oh, see, that's freaking gorgeous. Purples are notoriously difficult to make and manufacture, and that purple is absolutely stunning. That's swatched like a dream. Really, really beautiful. I'm very intrigued by this kind of like periwinkle pastel blue. Oh, that's swatched really pretty too. Nicely pigmented. Sometimes things with a white base are hit or miss, but that's really nice. I can see that all over my upper transition area. It's kind of like this dovey periwinkle color. Really, really beautiful. Let's go into this pink because I'm a pink lady. I love a good pink eyeshadow. That's really, really beautiful. Again, very different from these two pinks down here. This one I would say is more of like a Barbie pink. Definitely a cool toned pink. Let's go into this yellow. So this is a matte yellow, but it's got flecks of micro glitter in it. Really beautiful pastel yellow. Definitely into that. I'm hoping this is not one of those ones that just blends into nothing. Yeah, there's still pigment there. I'm really happy with that. This shade right here, they've got a really dark, like deep shade that I love. I love they added depth to the palette. That's beautiful. It's kind of like a very, very deep, like I don't, burgundy. Not really like a wine color. It's more of like a, the word is not coming to me, but it's a very, very deep kind of, I don't want to say muddy because muddy's bad, but it's like a very kind of like grungy purple. Really, really beautiful. And then the shade right next to it, that was called Boba Babe. And then this one is called Sweet Cheeks. Now I don't know if I think I swatched this one already. No, I did not. This one is called Sweet Cheeks. And that's the darkest shimmer in the palette. I think that's beautiful. I could see that all over the inner part of my lid with this on the outer corner and just kind of smoked out. I really feel like that would be absolutely stunning. I am so impressed with this palette, just with the swatches so far. Can't wait to play with it. I can't wait to play with all of my new palettes. But this one in particular reminded me very much of the BH Cosmetics 80s or like decades palettes, and I've been wanting those, and I've been waiting for them to go on sale for a price that I could afford, and this just happened to go on sale first, so I'm really excited about this one. The last of the mid-sized palettes I have is the Morphe 18B Making Bank. Now this one reminded me very much of the Jeffree Star Money collection. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like Money something, Blood Money or something like that. And this one reminded me very much of that. I really like the packaging on this one. You've got almost like a matte plastic with glossy letters. Really, really pretty. I love the color of it too. It's almost like an army green color. So pretty. You open it up, and this is basically you've got a gigantic mirror. Again, it's a plastic palette, so it doesn't open up all the way. Not my favorite thing, but it's basically a neutrals palette with all kinds of greens in there. I do like that you've got a nice pop of blue in here. You've got some pinky neutral tones to blend out with. I love pink and green together. I feel like this palette is going to be a lot of fun, and I feel like it's going to be perfect for fall. I feel like I could do a grungy look with this very, very easily. Just kind of like a grungy green and brown look. Super fall vibes. The shade names are not on this palette. They are on a piece of plastic. So this one is Got Paid. Really beautiful, almost like a duochrome. It's green with like a brown undertone or a brown shift to it. That's really, really gorgeous. And then we've got, let's go into Cha-Ching, which is like a green gold. That's gorgeous. That is so much fun. Then we have, let's go into the only true green in the palette. This is called, I can't see because I'm blind. This is called Dolla Dolla. That's really pretty. This one, this shadow is not quite as soft as the ones in the other palettes. This one felt a little bit stiffer, a little bit more chalky. Not chalky in like a bad way. It's a lot drier than the other ones. This one was not quite as creamy. Still nice pigmentation. Let's see what this mustard brown or this mustard yellow is all about. I love a good mustard. That's really pretty. It's mustard leaning gold. It's a really rich, vibrant mustard yellow. See all my cat scratches from a new baby. That's a really pretty shade. These two together I think would be beautiful. I do like that they added a couple of deep, rich brown tones in here. I'm just going to swatch them all for you really quickly. Those are all three of like the deep brown shades. This one is more of like a grungy kind of like swampy green. This one is like more of like a cool toned gray, almost brown. And then this one is definitely gray, very, very cool toned, almost purple brown. Really, really beautiful. Yeah. That's it for this palette. Ooh, let's do this one. What is this one? Did I swatch this one yet? Ooh, that's pretty. This is a duochrome. So I don't know if you can see it, but it switches from like a green gold to more of like a copper color. Really, really beautiful. I cannot wait to play with this one. This one is one of those ones I would definitely put on my inner corner as a highlight, or even using that as a spotlight would be a lot of fun. I'm excited for this palette. I will definitely have to play around with it and see what color combinations I can come up with, but this is kind of like a grungy green lover's dream for sure. The very last and final palette that I ordered is the Fierce by Nature, the 3503. Really, yeah, is it? Yeah, 3503. The Fierce by Nature palette. This is the packaging, just standard black cardboard packaging. You open it up and take out the palette. The palette, again, is just very standard black Morphe packaging. It doesn't necessarily look cheap, but it doesn't feel expensive either. It's not like incredibly heavy or anything. And again, I do like that this one opens all the way. No mirror, but it does open all the way. The shade names are not on the packaging. They're on this little insert that you have to keep. But this is the color story. Now, I used this palette on my eyes today, and so loved it. I was so in love with every single shade that I used. I used this bright green. I used both of the oranges. I used the red. I used quite a few of the nudes. Really, really beautiful palette. Very nicely pigmented, rich, blendable, creamy shades. I was very impressed. I didn't find any kind of chalky or dry shades in this palette in what I've used so far. I was very, very happy with it. This one I got on sale for $10, and I would pay that for this, again, in a heartbeat. Really, really beautiful palette. And especially if, to get as many shades as you get. I do think some of them are a little bit repetitive, which I have heard about Morphe before. They can tend to be quite a bit repetitive. Do I feel like you needed to have all of these colors in here? You definitely did not. Do I feel like it's kind of nice to have them in there just for, you know, just out of curiosity, just in case a slight tone change is what you're really looking for? At least you have options for sure. There are no direct repeats in this palette. There are some that are very, very similar, but no direct repeats. Again, very, very beautiful palette. I used this. It went on so easily. I do want to swatch the green for you, because it was beautiful. This is the color that I have all over my lid. I want to swatch this really bright red for you. I used that as well. I used this really deep burgundy shade. So, so beautiful, so creamy, so richly pigmented. And then I used both of the oranges in here. This is just one of them. I just love the way that they swatch. I do feel like the nudes in here are exceptional. Really beautiful, creamy nudes. The neutral shades are just gorgeous. Just super creamy and very, very pigmented. Very, very blendable. I haven't used any of the shimmers in this palette yet. These feel like that same kind of dry formula. But I tell you what, that's nicely pigmented. They are fairly dry, but the pigmentation cannot be denied. Let's see how they blend. And it's blending beautifully. Yeah. So, so pretty. Cannot wait to use this palette more. I feel like this palette is perfect for fall and winter. You've got just not a lot of really beautiful warm neutrals in here. This is kind of like a warm neutral lover's dream, really. And then just that little pop of green, I feel like brings such an interesting little to the whole palette. Just kind of amps it up just a notch. You also have a pressed glitter in here. This is kind of like a pumpkin spice glitter. Really beautiful. Really beautiful glitter. Very, very shiny. I appreciate that there's only one in here. But, you know, sometimes it's just like sometimes you really need a glitter. And when you don't have any, you don't have any. So it's nice to have a couple palettes that have a couple glitters in there. Because you never know when you're going to need one. Guys, that is the end of my haul. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. It's still scary. The Delta variant is running rampant. But if we stay vigilant, we will survive. And I guess that's all we can really ask for. Guys, I love you so, so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you next time. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And remember, you're important. Oh, and I always forget, please don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Guys, it's free and it would really, really help me out a whole bunch. Just one thumbs up. Just one thumbs up and I would be a very, very happy camper. Thanks so much. I love you. Bye.